You look at the best records through 45 games in franchise history, the Raptors right where they want to be. Deeper a team than they've been in the past, and a lot to like or even love if you're the coach in Dwane Casey, who joined our coaches earlier in the night.
Look at the cut. Good times goes for the steal. JV goes slam dunk over Dwane.
Welcome back to the show. We're joined here with Dwane Casey, coach of the Toronto Raptors. Dwane, how you doing, Coach?
Doing good. Well, not too good after getting our butts whooped in Minneapolis the other night, but other than that, doing good.
Coach, something I wanted to talk to you about. Earlier in the season or in this summer, you talked about the development of the bench, how important it was to be able to develop these young guys to give you significant minutes so you can pull DeMar and Kyle minutes back a little bit. How's that going for you?
Well, Sam, the start of the season, we didn't know how it was going to go. When Masai, we talked about the culture reset. We got that going, not only with the team, but throughout the organization. And it really just took off. And one of the charges we had was to develop the young guys, the young players, at the same time win, which is the hardest thing to do, as you know, Zeke, in sports. But the young guys worked their behinds off this summer. Most of them lived in LA and got together on their own and worked together, worked on the game, worked on the three-point shooting, and got themselves ready to step in and produce. Now, it might have been a different song if they had come in and not played well, but they have stepped up in every way we've asked them to do, offensively and defensively, which in turn allows us to cut back on DeMar and Kyle's minutes, which in turn is going to help us big picture-wise.
Coach, I thought you and Masai, the way y'all came together and stayed together over the years, has, in my opinion, has been one of the great stories in Toronto in terms of coach, GM, being on the same page, and then having the courage to adjust your game plan together, figure it out, both of you. I mean, talk a little bit about that. And then the second thing I want to ask you is, with DeMar DeRozan, coming from a good player, all-star, superstar, now MVP of the league. And I know Coach asked you about developing the young players, but when you take a DeMar DeRozan and now develop him to MVP status, as short as you can, tell us how you did that.
Because I want to know.
Well, first of all, you had a great part in starting the program there in Toronto.
Thank you.
Starting from scratch, and Sam, you had a big part in it too. And I'm a big believer in karma. And we all in this together. We all are part of that program, which is, Larry Tannenbaum is one of the best owners in the league.
Yeah.
And now working with Masai is a dream come true. Now, do we agree on everything? No, like everybody else?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're teammates. And he's been a great partner. We work together real well. And we bounce ideas off of each other, communicate with each other. So, that's the beginning of that relationship. We're on the same page, offensively and defensively. He tells me what he sees going on and vice versa. So that is a great relationship. And also, too, when we first got there, now 7 years ago, DeMar was a pup.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to claim that, but he was little. Sam, was right there. And he was growing. He was skinny, scrawny, couldn't take bumps, couldn't take double teams. All at once, he just got better he brought something new to the table every summer, whether it's three-point shooting, passing. Defense is still growing,
Yeah. We ain't gonna never be satisfied.
We're never gonna make the coach satisfied.
That's right. But yet and still, he is a true team player. He's been in it all. Like I took he and Kyle we went to the NBA Finals last year in San Francisco. Sit down and talked about our plans for this year, style of play, how we wanted to do it, and he was 2 feet in. He was all in. Kyle was all in. So, but DeMar has been a gem to coach, a dream come true. We've been through a lot together, stuck together. But every summer he's come back with something new, working on his game in LA. And it's just been a joy to coach and coach a lot of different guys. Gary and Sean Kemp in Seattle, Jason Kidd in Atlanta. Kevin Garnett in Minnesota, but I tell you, DeMar DeRozan is of the same cloth.
Yeah.
Coach, we got a question here from the fans right here from Danny Catan. Coach, who has been the most improved Raptor this season?
Man, that's a great question, and I'm probably going to get in trouble. But I would say the growth of Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh yeah,
I agree with that, Coach.
Growing in different areas.
Can you talk about how Sigma has worked with him too?
And Jack Sigma, I
Yeah.
brought Sigma in from Seattle. Jack can come in to work with him on his face-up move, on his offensive jab steps, his shooting. As you notice, Sam, he's venturing out to the three-point line.
Unfortunately.
But still, the game is going that way, though,
Yeah,
Zeke. It's
yeah.
going that way, and he's not there yet, but that's where his game is expanding to, is to the three-point line. And he's another gym to coach. He's a young kid, couldn't really speak the language when he first got here. Give you a quick little story. Kyrie Irving was in his first, second year in Cleveland, third year, and he's really fast. And I said, Jonas, you got to get down and catch the speed. And he come after a time, he said, Coach, he's really, really fast. I said, yes, he is. But again, he's grown. Every year he's grown and gotten better. And I would say right now he's stepping toward our most improved player.
All right, coaches, you might want to coach him up in Cleveland. What's going on with LeBron and company?